Hello and welcome back to this video about what I learnt in my week of being ill last week. I felt like I wanted to do this video because I had a lot of realizations last week when I was off work with COVID, and every time I sort of realized something, like I learned a new thing from being ill, I was like, oh my God, I need to like jot this down, or I need to make note of this because I think this would be really helpful to give people a different perspective on things that happen to you that you might automatically see as a negative thing. Okay. So, I didn't know what to title this. I was just like, I don't know, some things I learned from being ill, or I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure I'll figure it out and I'll put it above here when I do. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to talk about was, I don't know no, I didn't share this in a video, but basically I did put a little post on, I think it might have been stories or something on Instagram, but 2 weeks ago I went to the hospital and I had a consultation which I've been waiting for about 2 years, on some issues that I've been having with my jaw and with my gums and my teeth and all sorts. And I was worried that I was going to need surgery because they mentioned that might be an option. And yeah, I was worried about that. Anyway, so I went, and what they did, they told me some good news. I didn't need to have surgery, that it was just muscle damage or muscle issues or inflammation, and maybe nerve damage from like having my wisdom teeth out. Sorry for the in-depth details there if you're a bit squeamish, but they told me that, you know, it doesn't require surgery. What it does require is for me to relax more, to de-stress more. She said, you know, do you feel it hurts more when you are stressed? And I'm like, yeah. And had a lot of stress recently over the last few months, and it's been a lot worse. And so I said to her, do I need to do any physio or anything? And she was like, no, just literally need to, like, you know, relax more, rest more. You know, if you do mindfulness or meditation or things like that, you know, gentle things to give yourself more self-care, all of that. So apparently I need to do more of that, and, you know, hopefully, and some massage, you know, things like that. But hopefully that should help, and also change like some things I'm eating and all of that. Anyway, so just giving you a background there because I think it's the first thing that I realized. So I've got quite a lot of things at the moment going on where I can't really de-stress. I'm kind of worrying a lot about things, and I was like, well, how do I de-stress? I've been trying to, you know, meditate more and relax when I can. Anyway, so I got offered the chance to cat sit, or, you know, my friend needed some help to cat sit while she was away. And so I got to stay in her lovely flat and looked after her cats for a week. So, you know, that was a chance for me to kind of chill in the evenings after work and, you know, and relax. And then on about 2 days after I started staying there, I got COVID. And so what that meant was that I didn't have to work while I had COVID, and I could relax, I could rest. I got given all of this space and, you know, chill time. So I was like, oh, okay. So, you know, been kind of gifted this time, even though I was ill. I must say I wasn't as ill as some other people that have had COVID recently, so I was quite lucky in a way, but still obviously not nice. However, got gifted that time. Okay, so that's the first thing I noticed. I was like, oh, thank you, universe. I've been told I need to relax, and you have given me the opportunity to relax. The second thing I noticed was that I have been worrying about money, like all different things like that, and I noticed that I didn't have to drive to work, so I didn't use so much petrol. I didn't have to go out and buy food because there was some food already at the flat, and my friend said help yourself. You know, I did buy a few things, but you know, beforehand, but I was okay with that, so I didn't have to spend that money. So I got gifted the chance to do that. Third thing was that I had been worrying about not having time to do certain things around work, because, you know, when I'm working, I don't have much time like outside of work to do certain things that I had been kind of putting off or needed to do were important. And so I got gifted that time to do that. So I managed to catch up on those things and sort out, you know, what I needed to sort out. And then there was some things that I didn't really want to do that I'd planned to do, and then didn't have to do them. Right? Are you seeing a little pattern here? Right? And there was something else. What was it? I wrote like a long list of things that I realised. Also I got a chance to kind of like sleep in more, because my sleep patterns have been awful. I do struggle to go to bed early. Even if I go to bed early, I can't switch off and I can't get to sleep early. So I got a chance to lay in a bit longer, and kind of I just noticed my body was just so much, well, my energy, should I say, was so much better because I got to sleep longer. So that was another thing. And yeah, just kind of like generally taking care of myself a lot more. And it was just that opportunity. And it's difficult to think of COVID as an opportunity, but that's the way I ended up seeing it, because all of these things were given to me and I was like, oh, now I can do this, and now I can do that, and you know, and at the end of it, I mean, I'd say I healed a lot quicker, because I've had COVID before a few times, unfortunately, over the last few years. And this time I had not very nice symptoms and that, but honestly, it wasn't as bad as I've had before. And I honestly believe, and this might not be true, but I believe it's because I've been doing a lot of my own healing work with the compassion key therapy I'm doing. Like, it goes inwards, you know, we do a lot for inner healing, meditation, and all of that. Like, I honestly think that helped, and I was able to do a lot more of that in that week as well. So I recovered a lot quicker than I had done before. Now, you know, that might not be linked to that, but maybe it is. We don't know, okay? But that was another thing I'd sort of thought about. Anyway, I wanted to share these things because sometimes, as I say, we can automatically go into, oh no, like, you know, oh, it's a terrible thing that you've got, you know, you're ill and you can't do this and you can't do that and you can't go out and you can't see people and you can't do things, and, you know, and you're unhealthy, and we can see it as a really, really bad thing and not see the blessings in it, and not see the things that it's giving you, the opportunities it's giving you. It also gave me an opportunity to see what it was like working from home, because a couple of days I was able to work from home in one of my jobs, and so I got the opportunity to see that as well. So, you know, there's lots of things that I was gifted in this, and it's, I don't know, I just see it as a way of like sharing with you that we can often just ignore the blessings and ignore the things that we are being given, the opportunities we're being given, the gifts that we're being given when things go wrong. And it might not necessarily be an illness, it might not be COVID, it might be something else that goes wrong in your life. And just lately I've had a lot of things going wrong. Or, you know, my friend said to me, like, you haven't really had much of a break lately, and I was like, yeah, but, you know, I can kind of see, some blessings in it. At times, obviously I have fear, I have worries, everybody has those, you know, it's not great, but I now choose to kind of see some kind of blessing in it, because that's the only way that we're gonna move forward and maybe be presented with more opportunities. The more we see opportunities and we experience the blessings and the gifts, I believe that the more we will receive. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you before I run out of time, because I think I only get 10 minutes on Instagram, and I hope it supports you. I hope it helps you in some way. Please do comment if it has, or DM me, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.